What's up, everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Mabinogi Episode 1. So, we are at the character creation screen, and I think the hardest part of creating a character, and really any game, is the name. So, I am going to spare y'all. Yes, I said y'all, I'm from Texas, just so you know. I'm going to go with AO615. Um, and I'll explain that kind of in a minute, or I'll explain it right now as we create the character. Um, so right now, I'll actually pull it up. It is June 27th, 2015, at the time of recording this. It's almost the 28th in about an hour. Um, but I wanted to make a Mabinogi series. Well, I actually have a lot of explaining to do. So if I miss a part and it doesn't really make sense, I apologize. But I've been playing the game for about 6 years, and I have played pretty consistently for those 6 years. Near the beginning, I didn't take the game as seriously, or I guess I didn't take it seriously enough to have a lot of fun with it because I was kind of into other games at the time, and Mabinogi I didn't really understand the combat system, and it just wasn't all that fun to me. But as time went on and I got better at the game, I enjoyed it quite a bit more. And so part of the reason I wanted to make a series was kind of share my enjoyment. But also why I specifically stated the date was that I want to make the episode not only for your enjoyment, but for mine as well. Because I really do enjoy making videos. However, I haven't had a consistent series so far, and I've deleted about, oh, 70% of the videos I've made, or 70% of the videos I've uploaded, and about 95% of the videos I've made because I didn't really feel they were up to the quality that I wanted. And so, well, I kind of forgot what I was talking about there for a second. Anyways, the video isn't only for other people's enjoyment, which is a huge factor to me. I do want to make these videos to um, have people enjoy, of course. That's why I'm publishing them and making them public. But also for myself. And I really want to make um, kind of like a oh a journal, I suppose, in video form, and kind of note my progress, note the changes I've made in the game, if I've gotten better or if I've gotten worse at combat, because sometimes you just have off weeks when you're doing really hard stuff and you just keep dying. Which at higher levels it's not really a problem, but or I think when you get good enough, you can kind of control when you die, unless you're doing something ridiculous. But that's besides the point. That's kind of a tangent. I I just I want to make this like a journal for myself as well, and to look back at it, look when the videos were uploaded, and see how my commentary has changed, and see how the episodes have changed, and the style of the episode, and all that jazz. And so, really, the main goal for the series is to mark it down, keep track of time, I guess, in our character's life, but also just for enjoyment. You know, I really enjoy Mabinogi. It's it's my favorite game, and I really consider it my hobby. You know, I spend money on it. I spend a lot of time on it, more than I should, um, and and I want to share that enjoyment. You know, I don't want it just for myself. I want to share it. I want to be part of the Mabinogi community, I suppose. I am an officer of a guild, which I will join, and assuming this character takes off, which it will. I'm really confident. I've done a lot of tests, and I finally got the rhythm down that I need to make episodes, and I feel like my commentary is. It could use a lot of work, but it's acceptable for myself, I suppose. And barely, but acceptable. And so this character, if you see like one episode I'm not in a guild, and the next episode I'm officer of a guild, yeah, that's wise, because I feel this character has come long enough where it can help out new players, and all the officer duties, I suppose. So just letting you know about that, and letting you know kind of my position in the not really in the community overall, but I do have friends on this game, and I will be having help from friends during certain missions or certain combat situations. So if all of a sudden these overpowered people come and just clear out a mission for me, well, they maybe came from the guild, or I'm also feel that I'm pretty good at making friends. So just a heads up. I don't plan on soloing everything. I I do want to solo as much as I can handle, but at the same time, I need to keep uh, everyone who's watching in mind, and no one wants to watch me die 1,000 times against Glass Glaheven, or whatever his name is, the G1 final boss. So I'll go with that. If you know what I'm talking about, he. One of the reasons it's difficult is because he regenerates health and summons monsters to fight, and so at a really low level, it's kind of difficult to fight. However, I will try and solo it if I can. No promises, because I don't know how well this character is going to come along right off the bat, but I will do everything that I can. I will definitely do the grinding that's necessary to make a character developed. Because, again, I enjoy the game a lot. Lots of people, I think some of the main issues are the game's too grindy, or um, the combat system is hard to understand. Well, I've grinded in this game for the past 6 years. You know, I know how to do it. I know how to do it efficiently. Um, and as long as it's efficient, I feel all right spending time on it, because it's the fastest way to do it, or one of the fastest. Also, I feel that you know, to get good at something, you kind of have to go through the boring parts of it. And I really want to um, get as good as possible in the game. It's kind of uh, it might seem a little weird in that I take it too seriously, but like I said earlier, it is really my hobby, and it is something I fully enjoy. There's definitely frustrating moments, but at the end of the day, I'm really happy that this is the game I've chosen to play and spend my time on, and my money on, and my resources on, and I hope a lot of people feel the same way. Maybe, hopefully, not spend as much time or as much uh, really anything in life that this game requires, because I would say I'm like way too into this game. But I do hope other people can find enjoyment. And I think, what's the point of playing a game if you don't get enjoyment from it? That's what games are for. I go to work to survive. I play games to have fun, which some people, make money off of games, and that's a little bit different. Um, but in this situation, and for other people in my situation, I really feel that this is this is the game I want to play, and this is the way I want to play it. And there, it's that's as far as it goes. So right now I'm about to do Life in Erin, which is a quest. Um, right, I would consider this. the quest right before the end of the beginner tutorial. Now, there actually is a beginner tutorial called The Basics. I actually have that quest right now. Not going to do it. Probably won't do it for a long time because I think it's a horrible tutorial. And I'm going to put it off as long as possible. uh, Not to bash the creators, but it's, I'm not even going to get into it. I'm just going to make myself upset. But, anyways, so now we have a very important quest. It's called Missing Townsfolk, which this takes you into the first dungeon inside the game, which is Albi Dungeon. It's also one of the easiest, and it can get a lot harder. It can get very difficult. I have a level 2,500 character, which isn't my highest, but I'd consider it one of my most capable characters. That can do it in about an hour, um, which is really slow for compared to a lot of people. I've seen people clear it in 20 minutes. Um, there is a video on YouTube, I forget who it's by, clearing it in like 11 minutes. Of course, they had a very fast mount and pretty much one-shot everything with archery, which crash shot is a very viable AoE skill. And they had some reforges that they hit around 20 to 23,000 on monsters that have a ton of protection. So the real damage was probably closer to like 50k or something, which is unheard of to me. I'd really like to see them in some episodes that. Well, okay, that's another tangent, but it exists. If you want to look for it, it has a Korean title, but really there's not too many Mabinogi videos out there. Which is another reason why I want to make videos, is to share the love, I suppose. I actually do need Assault Slash on there. And so right now, I'm not going to focus on really any in particular skill. Definitely before I get level 1000, I'm going to train Windmill to rank 1, which is this skill right here. Why? If you don't know why, then you're probably new to the game. And if you are, well, I welcome you. And second off is because it's an AoE skill, which is Area of Effect. And it's one that has a very low cooldown, easy to use, efficient stamina-wise to use, and does a lot of damage depending on the stats you have. So I could go into detail, but I feel like eventually I'll explain it anyways. And also, it I don't want to go into too much detail and to have the fear that I'm rambling too much. And it's kind of self-evident, but if you need it explained, I can explain it in a comment. I love comments, that's why I have them enabled on my videos. But I was talking about earlier about how this was a very important quest. Now, this is a very important quest because it gives you something called a rebirth, and it gives you a rebirth. I don't know how long I've been playing right now, but it's I just started. It's probably been about 11 minutes or 10 minutes, and already we are gonna rebirth, which rebirthing resets your current level to 1, or resets both your current levels to 1, which is exploration, and your normal level. And then it also lets you choose another talent, which we chose at the beginning of the episode. I'm not going to go into too much detail about rebirths, but basically they're really, really useful, and you want to do them in most cases whenever you can. So I'm actually going to kind of waste this rebirth. I should have probably leveled up before I talk to Trevor here, which he's the one that gave us the pass to enter the dungeon in the first place. However, I do want to kind of get this character off the ground, just so that I don't give up on it, because if you start a character and then you come back like a day later and it's still in the exact same spot as coming out of the soul stream, It's kind of discerning, or I don't know the exact word for it, or I can't remember it right now. But basically, it's better when you see progress, to me, anyways. Um, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk to Now or Neo. I call her Neo, but apparently it's Now. And she's gonna let us rebirth. So I'm going to do the exact same thing as earlier. All that is reset is my levels, and I'm going into close combat again. Because if you're under level 1000, you can rebirth every single day. Well, every 24 hours. And so it's not a big deal to me. I actually have a lot of stuff to do before I can afford to, or before I really begin my training, I suppose. So it, yeah. let's just go with that. Um, so what I need right now is to actually end the episode. This is the start of Generation 1. I don't want to make the episodes too long, just so I can render them out and put them up consistently. Because if I make an... I've made videos that are like 4 hours before and testing, for the most part, just to see how long it takes for them to render. And the answer is forever. So I'm going to wait for the next quest to arrive that I need to get my thoroughbred, and then we'll start doing the saga, so stay tuned for that. The saga isn't... It's one of my least favorite quest lines, to be honest, but the rewards are ridiculous and overpowered and basically free if you do it under level 100, which we are currently level 10. So I have 90 more levels. That means I can get to level 87 right now and still be under that 100. So I do want to do it before I reach 87 more levels. And if I rebirth, then it's going to be a lot more easier to pass those levels. So we're going to go ahead and end the video. I want to thank you for watching so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.